We are here with workout number 3 for tour stop number 1. If you guys don't know, it is the Lake Body Pursuit. It is going to be 3 rounds, 4 minutes on, 1 minute off. So an interval style workout, 20 counts on the ski, 20 doubles press, and with the remaining time, you're giving me max effort toes to bar. Now, I just wanted to, one, record this to show kind of the idea of the workouts and how they should be executed. And as well as kind of give my takes and thought process along the way. Kind of give you guys updates with tour stop number 1. Now, it'd be really uncomfortable for me to sit here and watch myself work out. That just does not sound like fun. So what I did do is, while this goes on in the background, I was asked questions to kind of gather questions that have been asked along the way for the tour stop. So let's go ahead and get after this. The first question is, can there be a male-female team? In my eyes, this is going to, like, ideally we have male, female. That's what I would like to stick to. I just thought that would be the most fun. You and your workout partner, granted, on the weekends, I work out with my fiance Lolo, but Grant's my buddy. He's the guy I throw down with. So that was just in my thought process of, okay, if we're going to do this, then I know there's like little pairs commonly in gyms, so that would have a good turnout. But if you guys feel like a male-female event would run better, have more teams, have more show out, have more spirit, more soul, that's ultimately what this is about. I don't want this competition, this tour stop, or anything to be about me at all. It is 120% about you, the people who are working full-time jobs, have a family, finding times to still be a great parent, but still at the same time be a great athlete. We may not have jerseys on our back anymore, especially for you who played in high school, maybe in college, maybe even after college. We may not have the jersey on our back anymore, but we could still treat ourselves as athletes. But that was just my thought process on the male-female team. As of right now, for tour stop number 1, I would like to stay tried and true to the male, female. But I am open to your suggestions. I want to hear them. I may not act on them. I may not I might hear it and be like, I disagree. But for right now, tour stop number 1 is male, female. For tour stop number 2, if there is enough energy, volume on male-female teams, you guys think that would have enough, create more spirit, more culture for the tour stop, then I'm super down. Once more, it's not about me and what I think. It's what you and you guys think. If you guys think that this would be better and run more smoothly, I'm super open to your suggestion, and if it's overwhelmingly so, I'll put my ego to the side and say, okay, that's the way to go. Now, you can see that Grant and I, we kind of split this evenly. We did 10 here each, 10 here, so 10 cows, and then 10 devil's press, and now we're going max effort, as many toes to bar as we can. I want to see some gamesmanship, so I don't think I'm going to give rules. If one person wanted to do all 20 ski and then the next one wanted to do all devil's press, I think I'm okay with that. Now, if you guys think that that's crazy and I should make a distinction and say, hey, athletes must split the workload evenly, that's fine too. I believe on this first set, I knocked out a set of 16. Grant knocks out a set of 17, I believe, because one more than me. I said 16, so he's like, cool, I got to do at least one more. I realized when he got done, we started walking back, and we still had more time on the clock. I think we had like 13 seconds, which for toes to bar, especially being kind of fresh, could be 3 to 4 extra toes to bar. And in a workout like this, where every round the amount that you do is accumulated, and whoever has the most accumulated amount of toes to bar wins, those extra 3 or 4 can make the difference. Now, I did have a typo. I had a typo on originally for this workout when I first posted it. I did not change the weights for intermediate and masters and RX. Intermediate and masters will share the same weight, but it is not the same as RX. They will be different. That was just me. And now I also have been getting a lot of questions on why GHD in intermediate and masters. Let me explain. If we were going to have toes to bar here, I figured if it's going to be intermediate and master, there has to be some level of regression, some level of scaling down to make it more appetizing for those who are in the intermediate crowd. And toes to bar is a pretty high skill movement. And with the test being how many toes to bar you can get, I was like, maybe not, because I want to attack the midline. This is supposed to be, you know, getting the abs popping. So I was like, okay, what other core movement can I do? Hanging knee raise? Nope, not in a competition. Sit-ups? Not in a competition. Okay, so GHDs. We'll do GHDs, and that was my thought process on this, because GHD, you can strap your feet in and you go back and forth. Now, after having some conversation, I realized there might be some logistical issues if you have a tall athlete and a shorter athlete, that could pose a problem. That it can, but I felt that it would be a miss not to have GHDs incorporated in the first tour stop somehow, some way, because CrossFit 1440 is a beautiful gym that has tons of equipment, and they may have they might be top 3 gyms that I've seen with the amount of GHDs that they have. I was like, it would be a shame if we didn't incorporate GHDs in here. Now, I am open to suggestions. If you guys think that intermediate and masters, the people who are competing in intermediate or masters, if you feel like GHDs is too difficult, risky of a movement, let me know. Here, I will be open to feedback. Yeah, that's just kind of all on that. Also, I fixed the weights, so now the weights are corrected, so you can see that intermediate masters, the men will use 35 pounds, women will use 25, RX 50, 35. And if it needs to be said, just in case someone's got to ask, yes, the GHD is scored the same way. So you're going to, with the remaining amount of time, do as many GHD sit-ups as you can, and the accumulated amount of sit-ups is the one that wins the event. I say that correct? Yes, I did. Now, question number 3. Kind of going on, talking about how 1440 has a ton of GHDs. They only have 2 ski ergs, but in my eyes, honestly, this should not be a problem. My vision is that with workout number 2 being Synchro Gwyn, which I'm going to speak more about here in a minute, once that workout is done, pretty much 20 minutes, maybe even 18 to 17, just logistically looking at how my schedule will line up for when each heat will start and end. 18 minutes after, people are going to be starting on this workout, going side by side, which I think is just going to, so we're, in my head, we'll still have some people doing Gwyn on one side, we'll have people doing the Lake Body Pursuit on the other, and it's just going to be this high energy on both sides, them doing intervals. I think Gwyn is going to be a great spectacle to watch, and I think it's going to give opportunities for some fun gamesmanship. Yeah, I think it'll be really cool. I think it'll actually be really, really cool. But I don't think this should be a worry. Shout out to Nick and the whole crew over at CrossFit 1440. We're going to meet up like a week beforehand too and just kind of run through like a mock, like this is where this is going to be, this is where this is going to be, and just kind of like get together and all powwow and say, okay, close our eyes. Let's all get together. When we close our eyes, we're all thinking the same painting, the same picture. That way we're on the same page the next day and we can have this thing run smoothly. That way for everyone participating, you guys are having a great time. And then that way for the next tour stops too, you could see that working with me and organizing this thing should be fun and painless. Like there's going to be hiccups. There's going to be challenges that come along the way. But overcoming them, we can do that together and we can have a good time doing it. We don't have to come at each other's throats or necks. Now, we got one more round here. You can start to see that we're breathing heavy. The faces are getting a little scrunchied. I'm telling you, this actually got shockingly a little bit more grippy than I thought. Now, speaking on, workout number 2, Gwyn to Twin. This is my take on Twin or Gwyn. I think Gwyn is such a cool workout. It is 15, 12, 9, unbroken barbell clean and jerks. Just a really cool workout. Because if we're gonna use the example here, it's male, me and Grant. If we did our set of 15 unbroken and we go to do our set of 12 and I drop the bar, I fail Grant, and we're like on rep 7 out of 12. We both have to put the bar down, shake out, pick it right back up, and get right back to doing another set of 12. We can't start at 8. We have to start all the way back over from rep 1 all over again, which it's just it's like a game to me. That those are fun workouts where especially if you have the fitness to be able to do that amount of volume, it's like, okay, this is the gamesmanship of how much can I really push myself, because your grip is going to get blown. And then remember, 20-ish minutes once you're done with Gwen, you're gonna be going down on this workout on the Lake Body Pursuit, and the forearms may still feel a little spicy. Now, just to go over some movement standard on Gwen. With the different size athletes, I can't say you guys are going to receive the barbell at the same time on your shoulders. So if you guys clean it and you guys, someone has a fast clean and someone has a really slow, kind of maybe an ugly clean, so long that it gets to the shoulders together, we're cool. What I'm looking for is the press at the top. That must be synchronized and pressed out at the top at the same time. Go right back down. Boom, synchro. 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 That must be done together. What I don't want to see, a thing that will not be allowed, is if you take the bar and you put it in your hips and you try to sit back on your hips and put that bar in the crease of your hips. You know what you're doing. This is no resting. If you want to rest, you could rest here at your hips, but your hips are got to be forward, or you could rest on your shoulders. That's it. You can't sit back and try to create an invisible chair for you to shake out your hands. That's a no-go and a half right there. If you don't like it, you could fight me for it. Please don't fight me, though. Now, not so much questions, but this is a comment. If you guys want event shirts, please, if you're seeing this video, please go ahead, sign up now. The event tour stop number 1 is just $100, 50 per athlete combined, $100. And I'm going to be putting an order in as a recording this next Friday on the 22nd of May. That way, there's plenty of time for the shirts to get done and get delivered. Now, shout out to everybody that has come out, or that has come out of their way and already signed up. Genuinely, this is going to be such a cool. I want this to be so community focused. Once more, this is nothing about me at all. I just want to be the glue, the adhesive that can kind of bring this together and get it to stick. Because I think the CrossFit community is such a special community. We all go through a shared suffering where every day, I'm at the gym, this gym 6 days a week, most oftentimes for an hour and a half to upwards to 2 hours. And a lot of these people have become family. I mean, my fiance and I joke around that if anyone has a membership here, they basically have an open invitation to our wedding, just because everyone just means so much. And I know that feeling isn't uncommon, right? If anything, that's probably one of the most common things about CrossFit is when you go to these gyms and you ingratiate yourself in the community, you get to meet some of the most wonderful people. You gain some of the coolest friends. Like Grant, I don't even want to get emotional. I don't know why I'm getting emotional over here. Grant over there, he's become legitimately like my best friend. And we've been buddies now for just about a year, but I felt like I've known him all my life. He's legitimately become like my best friend. And you don't get that really anywhere else. And, in my early 20s, I'm 32 now, I had the privilege of helping hundreds of people lose hundreds of pounds with personal training and doing that. And the gym to me was always a fascinating place because there's not too many places on earth to where you can get a doctor, a teacher, a surgeon, a plumber, an electrician, a coach, an entrepreneur, so many different walks of life. They come in here, and guess what? We all come in. We all leave our ego at the door, ideally, and put ourselves in a vulnerable position. Because after doing something like this, you're not walking around with smiles on your face. You feel compromised. You put yourself in a vulnerable position, and you work with the people around you in that community to get through it and get over it. But that was workout number 3 for tour stop number 1. I'll see you guys next Friday for another workout. We'll let it be a little secret. Leave a like, leave a comment. give me a question. I'll answer it in the next video. I'll see you guys at tour stop number 1. Sign up. All of the information should be in the description or the comments below. I don't know what social media platform this is going to be on, so I don't know where the comments will be, but they'll be somewhere. Thank you guys. Genuinely, thank you.